girl is back. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Shaniqua J, also known as Simplicity and Style on Instagram. For those of you who are not here for the first time, welcome back, my good people. So over here we do all things fashion, all things life, and everything in between. But before I get into this list, I want to issue a disclaimer because I've been seeing, all the trend reports. I've been seeing other content creators lists. I've been seeing articles written and all these other good things. And this list is just my opinion and the things that are working for me and not working for me. And also, I don't want you guys to get so bent up on following trends. I do believe that you should do what feels good to you, what looks good on you, and not necessarily, wrap your head so much around oh, this is trending, so I have to be wearing this. There are a lot of things that were trending that just didn't work for me, didn't work for my body. It just didn't work for my personal style either. And I get that question a lot. Oh, how do you, how did you know what your personal style was, or how can I find my personal style? And I'm going to be the first person to tell you that if you're following every single trend, you do not have a personal style. Also, don't get so caught up on oh, this is in season, this is out of season. If it works for you, if I bought a coat 5 seasons ago, I'm going to wear that coat in 2024. I don't care if it was 5 seasons ago. It's a good coat. It goes with what I got going on, so I'm going to wear it. So don't get so caught up in seasons and trends and everything. Yes, it's cool. Some trends do work. I have worn trendy things before, but I just don't want you guys to get so caught up on that. I want you to do what feels good to you, wear what feels good to you, and just not try to just be in. We're not doing that. We're being individuals. Fashion is missing that. Fashion is missing that individuality and people being themselves and wearing things that make them look like them and not look like somebody else, if that makes sense. I know you're probably saying, oh, but you're a content creator, you're an influencer, so that's your job to make us want to. And here's the thing. If I wear something and you like it and you want to go out and buy it, cool. I did my job. I'm happy I was able to inspire you. But that does not mean that if I'm wearing this jacket with this striped shirt and these black pants, that you have to buy this jacket and wear this jacket the same exact way. You buy this jacket and you make this jacket work for you. You make this jacket your own. Mine kind of gets blurred when they're like, oh, but influencers, we're supposed to buy with the influencers. And yes, if I wear something or somebody else, that you trust their judgment, wear something and you want to go out and buy it, cool. But when you wear it, you don't have to wear it like me or like her or like him. Wear it like you. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to issue that disclaimer because I feel like a lot of people are getting wrapped up in these lists and wrapped up in these trend reports, and sometimes the old stuff still works. You ever heard that saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Yeah, some stuff needs to go, but some stuff just remains and it stays, and that's the whole thing about being, timeless. I'm just no matter when you put it on, it's gonna work. And I'm here for that. I'm here for saving money. I'm here for being able to wear a blazer from 3 seasons ago that just made its way back around, and I was like, hey, I ain't gotta buy it now because I already got it. But anyway, so the first thing on my out list for 2024, and this may be controversial because I've seen it on a lot of end lists and everybody's like, oh, it's making a comeback and it's so chic and everybody's doing it and it's great. Ballet flats are out for me. And before you guys get into the comments, don't tussle with me on that because everybody's saying that they're in. I'm going to tell you why they're out for me. They're out for me because, one, they're not comfortable. So if you are a girly like me who has a high arch in your foot, anything flat just doesn't work. Even with certain sneakers. If I buy a Converse, I have to have an insole in that Converse because after 3 hours of wearing it, if I'm in the city and I'm running around, my feet are going to swell, they're going to start hurting, and it just doesn't work. So for me, the ballet flats are out, and not just only because they're uncomfortable, because they just don't look good to me. It's just my opinion, and you don't have to listen to me. If you have a ballet flat and you love it, girl, wear it. But for me, in 2024, we're not doing that. Now, what I will say is, because I am an advocate for being comfortable and cozy, I'm here for that. The alternative for me for ballet flats is a good loafer. Now, I know loafers have had their time last season and the season before that, and I get that. But I still think that loafers are really still a good option. I think that they tie a look together. You can still be very comfortable, still look very chic. Prada has done a really good job with the loafers. Hermes also has a pair that I'm dying to get my hands, but that's another story for another day. And then there are also brands that are obviously not as expensive that still give you that look, and you don't have to be flat on the ground, and your feet won't be uncomfortable. And there's so many other things that go with it. But anyway, ballet flats out. My second out for 2024 is going to be, don't kill me, metallics. Come on, guys, you're killing me with the metallics. Yes, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, I've seen you in a metallic look. Yes, but it was a Beyonce year, it was a Renaissance year. Come on, baby, like, let's just not act like we all wasn't, you know. And again, I had maybe like 2 or 3 pieces. It wasn't like a lot. It was like the Zara pants, the silver pants, that were metallic, and then I like did like the corset thing, and then I have like a metallic Prada bag that I barely even use, and I feel like I want to get rid of it because I don't use it. But this is an exception to the rule because there's one designer in particular that I feel like did the metallics really well. And if you happen to see me in that dress, do not come on this video and get in these comments and say, but you said, Ferragamo has done an exceptional job with the metallics. But that is the exception to the rule. Everything else is out 2024. We don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. The golds, the silvers, whatever. Now, I'm not talking about like things that are embellished or things like that. I'm just talking about strictly like metallics. The gold pants, the silver pants, the tops, whatever, the jackets. No. I don't want to see it anymore. If you want to tussle in the comments about it, just with you. No, I'm not going back and forth with you about it. We're not doing the metallics. And shoes don't count. We're talking about clothing. So before you go and be like, oh, I saw you with them silver Tom Fords. Yes, girl, I'm going to be wearing my silver Tom Fords. But we're talking about clothing here. The metallics are out. Another out for me is the micro trend. Now hear me out, because I know you girls love the micro bags, the micro minis, the micro tops. And for me, we're just leaving it in 2023. You can't even sit down in it. I go out, I got to sit. I can't even sit. I gotta stand. It's a standing only outfit. The skirts are getting tinier and tinier. The low rise thing, I'm sorry, I'm just never gonna get with that. I feel like it's had its time. I did my time with it in my teenage years. I don't see myself doing that again. I don't care if I got a 6-pack with a side of lipo. I don't want nothing low rise, and that's just me. Unless it's like a boyfriend jean or something that's kind of baggy and it's kind of whatever. But other than that, no. So the micro trend for me is out for 2024. Those micro bags had you girls in a headlock, okay? And you could not get out, baby. And I get it. Everybody's living a soft life, and we're only bringing lip gloss and IDs when we go out. I understand. But the micro just don't work. Now, minis, I can do mini. I can do small. Micro, we're leaving micro in 2023. The micro bag, they just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. And as you can tell, a lot of the bigger bags are coming back in too. So it's like the micro thing is out. We're not just carrying this bag that can't even fit my patients in it. Why? They never made sense to me. So it would make sense why they would be on my out for 2024, because they just never made sense to me. But let's get into some ends. End for me for 2024 is the structured pants, baby. The curved pants, the cargo pants. Even the structured blazers and the jackets, baby. If it is structured and it has some volume to it, it's in for me. Now, let's not get confused with oversized, because I do love oversized stuff too. And I am seeing that a lot of oversized stuff is going out and stuff is being more tailored or whatever. For me, I'm still going to do like an oversized jacket, oversized blazer, whatever, because that's just what I like. That's just never going to leave for me. But I understand like more tailoring. But with the tailoring, it comes with structure, whether it be shoulders, whether the waist is cinched, like stuff that's going to accentuate the body. I'm here for that. The curved pants, come on, baby. You could throw this on with your loafers, with your heels, with a sandal, a mule, a slingback, and a tank top, and it's gonna give something. Like, it's something about pieces that are structured that has a edginess to it. I feel like edgy is my thing. But yes, anything structured for 2024 is just still in for me. Like, Alaya has a really good pair, and I really played myself because They went up, and then I had them in my shopping cart because I was like, oh, do I really want to spend that for pants? But I was like, then when I really came to pull the trigger, they weren't available anymore, so now they're only available in black, and I'm very sad, but I'm hoping that they pop back up on a site, any site, whatever. If you see them, let me know. Shout your girl, holla. They also, some brands like Awake Mode, they do the curved pants really, really well too. A lot of other brands that are not as expensive that do the curved denim really well. They're not as long as those, but the Alaïa ones really speak to me. They really give me what I need to have, which means that I need to have them. So I'm going to find them. I'm going to hunt them down, and I'm going to find them. And I want them in light blue, and I'm going to get them in light blue. Another end for me for 2024 that I don't feel like is ever going to be out is going to be suiting. I feel like when people speak of suiting, we're speaking of like job interviews, board meetings, corporate baddie. But suiting has come such a long way, and I feel like it's turned into like this sexy thing, and it's just like, oh my God. And again, you can wear it with your loafers. And I'm plugging the loafers in because I want y'all to get out those ballet flats. But suiting for me is definitely in, whether you are dressing it up or dressing it down, whether it's casual, whether you're trying to be sexy. I think like suiting is here to stay. Like the Frankie shop does really good suiting. There are a lot of brands that do like really good suiting. For 2024, like I'm gonna be getting into more like suits. You're gonna see me just throwing on my suits and my bag and my trainers or my sling bag, and I'm ready to go. And it's comfortable, and it's comfortable. It's not restricting. And it's still sexy. Like, I'm all for being able to wear clothes and still be sexy. I don't know why we have this thing about if we're naked, we're sexy. It's like, no, like, we could give sexy, you know, and have on clothes. And I think that's what suiting does for me, but it's in a more elevated way. And, you know, obviously it's in 2024, so, you know, silhouettes are going to evolve. But for the most part, for me, suiting is in 2024. Get you a good suit. Get you a good suit, whether it comes from H&M or if it comes from St. Laurent. Just get you a good suit, and you can mix and match the top and the bottom, and you can wear your sneakers one day, and you can wear your shoes the other day, and if you want to, you can wear your ballet flats, whatever. Have at it. But get you a good suit. Another end for me for 2024 is pops of color. Now hear me out, because we all know that I am a neutral girl. I like brown, I like beige, I like black, I like white, I like gray. But for 2024, we're not playing it safe anymore. We are stepping out of our comfort zone, and we are coming with pops of color, whether it be an outerwear piece or a handbag or even a pair of sunglasses. For me, I own so many black and brown sunglasses. Yeah, I do have pops of color here and there. I have like a red pair of Balenciaga. I have a couple. I don't wear them as often. I'm always reaching for brown, black, right? We are stepping out of that. We are doing pops of color, especially with outerwear. I think it is such a good thing to see like a good outerwear piece that you don't have to overstyle, because this is the piece. And it be that pop of color and it's not doing too much. And I think a lot of us are so used to our tans and our blacks and our grays because it's easy, right? Pops of color is going to be it. Again, it could be an accessory piece. My favorite pop of color is always going to be an outerwear piece, because I am like an outerwear junkie. I need to go to Coats Anonymous or something like that. But yes, we are popping out with color, nice yellows, good purples, deep blues. Like we're doing that, okay? So I want to see more of that for 2024. I don't want you, you know, in your same tan trench. I get it. The trench is classic. It's going to always be in the closet, but let's step out of that. Let's get a little bit of pop of color. Now, I ain't saying go crazy, but I'm just saying, just try it on for size. Right? I have this coat on my wish list. It's on pre-order right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This Zara coat was also like a good pop of color coat that I got. It's a men's piece, obviously, but it was just like so good. And I can still wear neutrals under it without doing too much. My last end for 2024, and this makes my heart happy, that I've been seeing, you know, this past season, this being incorporated more into looks and not just off-duty looks, are sneakers. Girls. You girls are wearing sneakers, and it makes me happy. And not in a way like I'm going to yoga, I'm going to the gym, or I'm going to Trader Joe's. Like, you guys are actually wearing them in your ensembles. Like, Sambas came and took the girls by storm. And they were wearing their dresses and everything, and I was loving it. I was here for it. And perfect. Sneakers are another alternative to those ballet flats if you want to be comfortable. I'm here for it. Asics came and did their thing, and everybody was loving it, and the girls was in the Asics, and they were in the Sambas, and I was just like, yes. I'm loving the fact that people are incorporating more sneakers into their looks, because there was a time when you were a woman, if you wore sneakers, you were not looked at as attractive or sexy. It was like, oh, she's a tomboy or she's this. And now, outside of that box, outside of being a tomboy, like a lot of the more feminine girls who are a lot more demure are wearing sneakers now. And I love to see it. And they look cute and they look comfortable and they don't look like, you know, it's just an off-duty look. It looks like, all right, this is my look, and these trainers work for it. And I'm here for it. And I'm also here for being comfortable. And I'm just also here for redefining what sexy or attractive looks like, right? So I'm definitely here for the sneakers for 2024. So go buy you some sneakers if you don't have any. Now, if you guys have any other ins and outs, fashion ins and outs that you want to share with me that works for you, definitely leave it in the comment section below. Let's have some discourse. Let's discuss it, okay? So I'm going to move into more life ins and outs for me, because I just feel like it's, you know, it's still the top of the year, and I think outside of us, our fashion ins and outs, we need some change behaviors, and there are a lot of things that we need to incorporate into life and the people that we deal with and the people that are around us. And for me, one life out for 2024 is going to be niching down. I know a lot of you creators have heard this, but it's just not for people that are in the creative space. This is just whether you own a restaurant, whether you are a hairstylist, whatever it is. If you have any other capabilities other than what people know you for, and you're good at it, and you want to exercise that, and you want to show the world that, or you just want to take a leap of faith and just put more energy and more time into that, do that. I think I hit a wall when I was looking for representation, looking for an agency to represent me in my content creator career, because I am actually now doing it full time. And I would get met with like, so are you a full-time creator? And I'm just like, well, yeah, but you know, I also do wardrobe styling. Like, I'm thinking, I'm just letting them know that I'm just more than a one-trick pony. And people were like, no, we're looking for, no, you have to be a full-time, no, you have to be a full-time content creator, whatever. So for me, all last year, like, I worked on some things and I just didn't post it on social media, because I just felt like it would take away from my desirability of somebody wanting to represent me or showing that I'm capable of being a good content creator or whatever. And I'm not doing that anymore. It is a part of what I do. It's a part of who I am. Though I'm doing content creation full time, I still do wardrobe styling. I actually just worked on an amazing project that I cannot wait to share with you guys. It just hasn't been released yet. It was like a really, really good shoot. It was like 17 hours long, 16 hours long, something like that. But for a while, I wasn't doing that because I felt like it made me less desirable, because I couldn't be both. And I'm not doing that anymore in 2024. I'm stepping into, you know, whatever I want to present to my audience. My audience rock with me for being me. And if that means I'm going to be on set styling, I'm going to showcase that. If it's going to be campaign work, I'm going to showcase that. If I just look cute while I'm going to Trader Joe's, I'm going to showcase that. And that's just that. And if you know, have other things that you do it. We leaving niching down in 2023. We're not niching down. We're doing what works for us. We're doing what feels good to us. You know, and I am still hoping for 2024 to find an agency home to take my content creation career to the next level. But if not, then cool. That's just not what's in store for me. But I am definitely going to be showing all the different layers of the work that I do and share that with my audience. So if you have been told to niche down and you want to show other things, I'm here and I'm advocating for you. And I'm here to press like, I'm here to press reshare, and I'm here to have discussion about it if that's what you guys want to do. Now, another N for me for 2024, and this might raise a couple eyebrows, but being a villain, entering your villain era, for me is N in 2024. I just want to be very clear that entering your villain era is not about being a mean girl or mean guy or being unkind to people or anything like that. That is not what I mean. Entering your villain era is prioritizing yourself, is being selfish in a way that you stand up for yourself, you set boundaries, and you don't feel bad about it. Everyone knows that setting boundaries makes a lot of people uncomfortable, especially when they're used to having access to you all the time. Always being able to rely on you, even when you can't rely on yourself. And we're not doing that anymore in 2024. We're saying no. We're not explaining why we're saying no. No is a complete sentence. I just can't. Or I just don't want to. I'm not available to do that right now. That in itself is going to turn you into villain for a lot of people, because they feel like, you know, you're acting funny or you're not being how you used to be. And it's like, listen, I have to take care of me. I'm just not in a space where I can do that. Now, by all means, I do not mean don't show up for your people. Yes, I'm a big believer of showing up for your people, right? But I also understand that a lot of times you may not be in a space, whether it be mentally, physically, or financially, to be able to do that. And you should be okay with saying, hey, I can't do this one, or I can't make this. And the people that truly care about you should understand that, if you know, within good reason. And I think that entering your villain era, it should be the thing that everyone does in 2024. You pour so much of your energy into other people, and you're not even on the priority list. So you're looking around like, damn, Jay-Z on the list, Eminem ain't on the list. Like, you know, why am I not taking care of me? People want to always do what's best for them. So in 2024, it's time for you to start doing what's best for you. And if that means entering that era and becoming that villain and setting those boundaries and saying no, do that. Definitely do that, and don't feel bad about it. We've all been there. I felt bad about it. I've showed up people at times where I couldn't show up for myself, but I felt like, oh my God, I have to be a good friend, I have to be a good sister, I have to be a good cousin. And again, it's not to be nasty, it's not to be mean to people, it's really just prioritizing you. Maybe it might not be saying no. That might not be something you have a problem with. It might be something else. You know, you might be a people pleaser or anything. It just might be anything that you know that people may take advantage of, or that you need to work on, or that you need to do less of to be more productive or to be happier or whatever it is. Step into that and stand on that, whatever it might be. And we can't be better if we're constantly beating ourselves down and doing the things that are not conducive to us living the life that we want to live. So that wraps up my ins and outs for 2024. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you again for tuning in to yet another video. If you have not already liked or subscribed, please do so now. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. Later.